Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I am Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively we're two of the Office Blokes still. Office Bloke Mike, gone us, isn't he?
Yeah, you know what he did? He walked 500 miles and then he walked 500 more. Bobby Davro.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to let us know what's happened to Office Bloke Mike, there is a 1 minute long video coming out tonight, actually, at the time of recording.
Oh, yeah.
That I nicked from one of our intros explaining what the competition is.
Right.
But, yeah.
We've already had some submissions.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Some people are DMing me as well on Instagram, which works.
We need to be organised with it. Let's print off every single one, or whatever it is. But yeah, Office Bloke Mike has disappeared, and we need to know what you have done with him because we'd quite like him back. To be honest, it's
It's good to see Mike's back.
It's a Mike-sized
Like
hole.
Brokeback Mountain. Good to see he's back.
Anyway, yeah, just let us know what's happened to Mike and what we can do to get him back. Audio, visual, text submissions, email us at officeblokesreact@gmail.com and just let us know. The winner will get the world's first Office Bloke Mike £1.50 t-shirt, a world first exclusive. We're even going to make a certificate, all sign it to say it's authentic. It's legit.
How's Mike going to sign it?
Well, he's dead, so he can't.
Yeah.
I'll just forge his signature.
We'll just have to get his weekend at Bernie's hand and just scribble on it.
I forged his signature on loads of life insurance
He's
stuff
actually
in his will.
Now he's pegged out and he's sat at his desk still. It's actually moved more, bless you.
I know he does more work, doesn't he?
It's actually moved more.
Yeah, he goes on less holidays when he's dead, doesn't he? Anyway, right, we look forward to seeing how creative you can get with this. And like I say, world's first Office Bloke Mike £1.50 t-shirt. Right, Theo Vaughan, Theo's Tinder date. We've done a little bit of Theo Vaughan, not loads.
Much, yeah.
I first came across him on Rogan and have liked him ever since. But I think he's more of a personality for me.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like, a lot of the jokes he did in his recent special are from the podcast. And if you ever listen to his podcast, you know it all.
Yeah.
But he just seems like such a likeable, cool guy.
Yeah. He doesn't drink though. That's my only.
I'd never trust anyone when they don't drink. I mean, but he
we wouldn't get on.
But he's in AA, so he's overdone it.
He fixes cars.
Yeah, yeah, he does. Anyway, right, Theo Vaughan, Theo's Tinder date. Let's do it.
So my buddy showed me Tinder, right? It's about 2:30 in the morning, okay? And next thing you know, I'm matched up with some young lady, and I'm headed over to her house, right? and I stopped and got some wine on the way there, you know, because I'm like a pervert, but I'm like a gentleman at it, you know? I'm like a pervertleman, you know? Like, oh, I bought us this bottle of Let's Fuck. So I get to this lady's place, right? It's right over by Benedict Canyons, right? It's about 2:45 a.m. And, here's the crazy part, dude. This young lady didn't have any legs on her body, right? Swear to God, dude. And this isn't a story making fun of someone that doesn't have legs, okay? We all have impairments. I have 1 million of them. But this is a story where someone in the story happens to not have any legs, okay? Because them people are in stories as well. But here's the crazy part, okay? From looking at the pictures on your phone, you don't know that she don't have any legs, right? The pictures are just up chest, right? So from looking at the pictures, you think that everybody have legs.
He's not wrong, is he?
So I get to this lady's house, dude, right? Right when I swear to God, dude, right when I get there, I get a text on my phone that says, I'm going to leave the front door unlocked. I'll be in my room. Second door down the hallway. Door will be open. Light will be on. Now, that's a text you get if you're going to get murdered, okay?
I was just thinking.
I was just thinking the same. I'm thinking if someone sends me that text, I'm thinking, nah, fuck it. Turn the car around and go.
Yep, have a wank.
Yeah. Don't just go home.
Yeah, well, that's it. Go home and have a wank because he's going for a hookup.
Oh, I thought you were doing it in the car.
No, doing it down the hallway.
Looking in. Ooh, no legs.
What's behind door number 1?
What's she going to spread? Butt cheeks.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a few years ago, and I do think he's a very funny guy.
You must have been on Tinder.
Yeah.
Right, I've never been on it. So obviously it wasn't invented before I got married.
Yeah.
And what sort of action do you get when you which way do you swipe to
I think swipe left
for a like?
No, I think swipe right for a like.
For a like.
For a like, I think
now,
so.
If someone
yeah.
they swipe, so they know you've swiped right on them.
Not necessarily, because it's random when you match. So like unless you pay for premium, you're not seeing all the people that have liked you.
And you ain't paying for premium and all that.
I did actually. I did a trial on Bumble, and then it shows you.
How much was Bumble?
It was like $2.99.
How much was Tinder?
It's free. It's all free.
No, I know,
until
but how
we,
much
like,
is Tinder Premium?
I don't know. I never did it, but it's just like you can see blurred out pictures of the people who like you, and if you want to see the people, you have got to pay for a subscription. So
can you have like a cheeky crank out for a blurred picture or no?
No, it's like that big. It's about 4 pixels.
Just testing you, see if you did.
No, but I mean, I didn't like hook up with anyone where I just matched that night and then went round to the house at 3 a.m. That's murder territory.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
is that something that happens?
It's something that happens, but I was on Tinder first a few years ago and did okay. And then since we started,
can you filter it for like no gingers, no?
I don't know about hair color,
right?
But yeah, when I signed back up like a year and a half ago to Bumble, and suddenly I put YouTuber on it, and there was screenshots of YouTube videos, then I did all right. Things changed a little
shallow
bit.
People,
I know. It was a social experiment to see how shallow people were.
That's a murderer's welcome, you know? But when you're all coked up, you just think like, oh, this girl's playing hard to get in her own house, right? So I go in this lady's house, dude, okay? Because the cocaine's like, get in there, fuck, son, right? And the last logical part of my brain is like, dude, you might get stabbed, okay? But the cocaine's like, you might get stabbed and still fuck, son. You a G. So I go in this lady's living room, dude, right? And it's nice in there. It's not real nice. Because one of my big fears is getting murdered somewhere. And when you get murdered, your mom sees those pictures when you get murdered, you know? So, like, I don't want to get murdered and I'm laying next to a bunch of ratchet shit, like a dirty baby crib and half a sleeve of crackers, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you get shot, fucking fall by something nice, you know, like a plant or an ottoman, you know? Something where when your mom see the picture, just going to leave a little bit of rest in her heart, right? So it's nice in there, but not real nice, right? Like candles, but no art. So I go through this lady's home, dude, right? And I'm walking through the living room, and I get to her room, and the door's open, and she's there. The girl from the pictures is there, and she's laying in her bed, and she had the covers pulled up real high like this. Remember how high the big bad wolf had them? High as they go?
I don't give a shit. I'd have fucked right off by now.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely not somewhere where you want to be. It's probably like, you know, the equivalent of like a whorehouse. This.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be a very, very niche one.
Yeah. Do you have any girls there? Yeah, we've got girls available. What time do you want to come in? 3 a.m. Okay. Do you have anyone with no legs?
Maybe it was a bit of a Jimmy Savile style character, and he went, I'm looking for someone around 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
And they're like, we've got the perfect woman for you.
Hang on, 4 foot.
He's got no legs.
That's how high she had him, right? So I sit on her bed, right, and I'm just talking to her, you know, flirting, just getting gentle with her and everything. And I still think that everybody has legs, right? I still think that it's fucking BYOL, right? Like if somebody ran in the room and was like, who has legs in here? I think both me and her would raise our hand, you know? We good, next house. We good. So I still just keep flirting, right? Flirting. And things are going swell, right? So I slip in the bed next to her, right? And I'm just kind of kissing on her neck and everything, up in here on a sugar shelf, up in here, and just kind of feeling down her body like this, grab on them undies a little, And then I keep feeling down her body, and my hand gets here, and it kind of boomerangs back up a little, right? And I'm thinking, is she laying down Indian style? Because I'm dumb, dude. I've always been dumb. So I feel again, right? And my hand boomerangs back up, right?
She's got those chicken wings.
This was the worst time of my life. And I'm like, how tall are you, right? Which is a crazy question to ask somebody that's like in between heights, really, right? So that's when this girl looks at me with like this alarming look, dude. And a look you probably only ever seen if you've been in like the Vietnams or whatever, right? And that's when I realized something is amiss, And then I kind of see at the covers, it looked like two little rabbits kind of jumped a little, Like they was twins and I can't even explain it, right? So at that point, like if you're laying in bed next to someone and you don't know if they have legs or not, right? the only way to find out, like, you literally have to, like, really, you gotta fucking, like, run a leg check on them with your leg, right? You gotta fucking scan them down, right? So I fucking bedabbed, right? 0 for 2, okay? And now, dude, I'm alarmed, dude. First thing I thought was, this girl works for the devil, right? And they are stealing people's legs. They're fucking leg jacking. You know what I'm saying? They're leg jacking, bro. And they got a couple Latinos out back just throwing limbs into a fucking Honda. You know what I'm saying? Just limbing up a Civic, you know? And no offense, Latinos, man. Y'all ain't the ones taking them. It's a white dude hacking them off. You got a Hebrew at the register, but it's definitely 2 Latino dudes fucking limbing up a Civic, okay? Let's be factual. So I'm like, I got to get out of here, and I really got to get back to Christ, right? So, but then here was my dilemma, dude. I'm like, I got to go to the restroom, right? I got to go tinkle, right? So then I'm like, how do I get out of the room, right? Like, I didn't want to be a dick. Surely it seemed like, surely I don't just be like, I'm just going to walk to the restroom, right? Or anywhere I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, that seemed rude to me. Like, because I don't know what the rules are. If somebody don't have legs, how do you get around by them? You know?
It's even worse if you're getting chased by someone with no legs.
Well, if you're not winning,
right? If he spikes up like he is, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden someone comes chasing, like using their hands to chase. It's proper freaky, isn't it?
Do you remember that?
Maybe you have to pay extra for that. I don't know.
Probably, yeah. Do you remember that runner, the athlete that we did?
Yeah, we did. Ran in his hands.
He was guaranteed faster than both of us running on his hands.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's like, if someone like chases you, what do you do?
At 3 a.m. when you've obviously been partying all night, like, questioning your own existence.
So I fucking like scooted off of this lady's bed and like just kind of like just pushed myself out of the room on my side, dude.
Oh, that was the end of it.
I want more of that. I've never seen that bit before.
No, me neither. It's funny though.
He's got 2 Netflix specials, I think. There's one that I watched that was a lot older, that I was in stitches when I watched it. And then the more recent one, like I say, was a lot of the podcast stuff.
Yeah.
And some of the stories, you're a bit like, I knew the punchline to that 2 years ago.
That's why I don't really listen to podcasts, because it's when the comedians are doing it. I don't want to spoil it for stand-up, because I prefer stand-up.
Big time. Same.
So I'd rather watch the stand-up and then dip into podcast if they've done the stand-up special and watch what they've got to talk about it. But he's a good storyteller.
He really is, and he's obviously lived a life and has a lot of stories to tell. Yeah. There are other comics that wind him up and say, how many of your stories are actually true, though? Because they're that obscure, some of the stuff. But it doesn't matter.
I think he's bang on. I've been around people who've got fucking crazy fucking... Bob Mortimer, have you ever heard of some of his stories?
No.
Oh, mate.
I think anyone who's getting coked up quite regular is going to have a lot of bizarre stories, though, because it just makes sense to get yourself in situations where you're like, it'd be fine.
You don't go, I mean, you can do now, but fine dining restaurants, you're not going in and fucking getting high and coke in there, but you're in some shitholes, playing with the gear and fucking seeing where that takes you. And then it's the people that are around you. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.